All right, everybody, welcome to the very first episode of the Beckley Wrestling Show. Man, we got a real good one today, man. I'm not even to try to, I ain't even gonna light it. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100, like one of my favorite wrestlers in the country, man. We got Rocco Welsh here with us today, man. I appreciate you joining us, bro. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you for having me. I'm
Ah,
excited.
bro, I appreciate it, man. Got you settled in at Ohio State. You down there in Columbus doing your thing?
Yeah, for sure. Moved in. I moved in on Saturday. Just been kind of adapting to like the full school schedule because like we did our summer our summer session, but it was just one class for me. So now I'm in the like I think like six classes. So just
Damn.
trying to just figure out how to like juggle the school and the the workouts and stuff. But it's been going pretty good though so far.
Big adjustment? Like, I mean, obviously, I would say probably, but like from just high school to jumping from Waynesburg straight into Columbus, like, just was there like a holy shit type moment, like reality check, like, whoa, all right, I ain't in Waynesburg no more.
Yeah, I mean it wasn't too bad because I've always traveled like the country for wrestling and like seen big cities and stuff. Like even though Waynesburg is a real small place, so I think just traveling and stuff like that definitely helped me. But I mean it's definitely a huge change from just small little Waynesburg, and this place is
Absolutely.
packed with people. So
But and honestly, bro, like while we're even touching on it, well, let's start from the beginning, man. How did Rock go? Like, I know that it runs deep within your family, bro. Like, I know enough about you that like it like all the way back from like your brother doing his thing down at what Best Center, I believe.
yeah, Best Center, yeah, yep,
Yeah, and your Uncle Gary, I believe, is a coach, and then
yes,
like you got a cousin, what Braden.
Braden Welsh, yeah, yep,
Yeah, and he's down in Fort Cherry, right?
yep, for
It,
sure.
yeah,
Lives
so
in
like I
Pennsylvania.
know it runs deep, but how did Rocco first get on the map? Like what led you to it?
Yeah, yeah, obviously you said my brother, he was real into it and we always be at the tournaments just watching and I was kind of just bored, always sitting in the stands, you know what I mean? So I would go sit on the edge of the mat and just can't just wait kind of just wait till it's my turn to wrestle, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
then so then I eventually just started entering the tournaments. I think I was like four, like younger than the thing, so my parents would like act like I was an older age so I could get into the to get into it, you know what I mean? But that's kind of how it started, just watching my brother and just being bored at the tournament, so needed to do
When did
something.
it when did it click? Like I mean, did it take you a couple years or because I've seen cats jump on a mat and it's like, man, it's just there for them, like instantly. Or did it take you like say like 4 or 5 years and then it was like, all right, I get this. Like you take a couple years of them lickings for a minute, but then it caught on, or was it kind of like a hey, I got this?
It's kind of weird. It's like I was real physical and like mean and stuff when I was young, and I was athletic and stuff. So like I would win most matches, but every once in a while I was kind of soft when I was younger. I would I'd get in the matches where the kid's just like technically better than me, because like maybe he's just been traveling doing it longer than me. I would kind
Yeah.
of just like break mentally and just maybe cry and stuff like that when I was young. But then like once I started like fourth to like sixth grade. I kind of started to fall out of wrestling. I didn't really like it too much. Kind of just like playing football and just the easy stuff. And then I really decided, I don't know, I just kind of clicked one day. I think I went to Virginia Beach, the Virginia like over
Yeah.
Memorial Day when I was in sixth grade, and I went 9-1, and that was like the first success that I've ever really had because I never placed in like Pennsylvania states when I was younger and stuff.
Bro, that's a
So
good place
that
to have success and go 9-1 though. Like Virginia
I
Beach is for real.
Yeah, I mean, there were some tough kids and stuff, and that was my first time
Yeah.
ever having good success. So, like, my confidence was up. And then I was like, over that summer, I decided like I was gonna get held back. I was gonna, I went to like a Christian school, like, kind of just devoted my life to, to the sport of wrestling. And I quit football, which was hard, but then I was just so obsessed with wrestling. I just like it just kept happening. Like once I started getting like finding success, like it just kept coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
no
then
doubt.
I put in the work and just keep being successful. You know what I mean? And then just
You still wrestle with that meanness to you though. Like like my favorite thing about you, bro, and like this is why like I can honestly sit here and tell like like especially like reels and shit, like whenever they'll watch it, you get, 1,500, 2,000 people to get to see it. Like I'll straight tell them all like the reason why this cat, because like you go all like Iron Man, I feel like you really showed it. Like, bro, like you took that shit to the table. Like it wasn't even like the line. Like you'll take it to the table. Like you, and so that whistle's there. Like there is like a fierceness to like the way that you attack people and go about it, and it's fun to watch, and it keeps everybody like damn, like you know what I mean, like it's hard for
Yeah,
nobody to it makes it fun, and I can definitely say that you've held that, if you that mean streak is definitely what makes you one of the best, bro. And that it's a fact. Like I love the sport. I've watched it for years, and watching you come up, it's just been different, man. And whenever you committed to Ohio State, I've been very open. I'm from the Canton, Ohio area, so like I'm a Buckeye, bro. Like I
hmm,
bleed that scarlet and gray. So like whenever it was like, yo, Rocco committed, I was just like, all right, I'm really gonna dig into him, and I was just like, wow. And
yeah.
then this senior year was like, wow, like
I
awesome
appreciate
year
that.
too, bro.
Thank you.
Awesome. I mean,
I appreciate that.
you're a four-time state finalist. For anybody that like doesn't like, and if they don't like, they're gonna find out real soon. But like four-time finalists, and in the state of Pennsylvania, that's no joke. AAA, like that's you're a dog. And then
I
you take
appreciate that, man.
second your freshman, sophomore year, you end up winning it junior, senior. Like, be proud of that, bro, because like we are. Like, I mean,
Thank you very
yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah, you definitely deserve it, man. And that, I guess, out of all the things you accomplished your senior year, I mean, gosh, man, like you and Barr going back and forth, the who's number one, I mean the Fargo tight match, and then the Pittsburgh Classic to finish it off, and then your Iron Man title, your Super 32 title, what was out of all of, I mean, I'm missing things, dude. What was like, man, at your state title, what was that one that was like that was it. That was that accomplishment. That was that one. Or
Yeah.
if you even had that, if you even had that.
Well, after after coming off the loss at Fargo in July, last July, um, I was actually like I was real like down on myself. Uh, like I didn't really want to like work out too much really for a couple weeks. Like I was just kind of like real upset because I put everything into that,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
then and I mean I was winning the match and ended up just getting my own head. So then coming back after that loss, like I had a lot of doubt in my head, like dang, like you'll probably never win like a big tournament and stuff like that. And then I finally beat Josh Barr at who's
Mm.
number one. That like really felt great and it gave me like tons of confidence for the rest of the year. And I think like I really need the loss at Fargo in order to push me because it
I
was
I can agree with
good.
that though. No, I was just gonna say I agree with that though. Like I feel like it set, not to like, because you looked phenomenal through Fargo, like, but it was like somebody else came out in you, like even at who's number one, like bro, you like close match, keep him away there at the end, but then like after that, it was just dominance. Like it just was, I just outside looking in, I can say it, what you're saying, it looked just like that.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I mean, like to answer your question, I think it would probably be who's number one or uh maybe that the Pittsburgh Classic when I beat him again. Kind of like I mean
That
all that was on the
three
line that time. Clean or to close out my high school career,
for
especially
sure.
against a great opponent like Josh.
Yeah, he's definitely for real. He definitely is, man. He's a dog too. And
For sure.
I what I love about it though is like you guys both made each other so much better, like through that little rivalry. And to be honest, like I'd love to sit down and talk to him, but like through that, like I'd keep it 100 with him. Like I hate him. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like I was just like, nah, bro. Like you got it. Like you fucking you mess with my guy. Like no way. Like
That's
but at the end
hilarious.
of the day, like but I like, and that's just as a fan. Like bro, there's a whole bunch of us that was like that you guys made such a fire little rivalry right there, and it just it was so good for the sport. Like not only like that Fargo loss was a kick, but bro, what it led to was like. people were looking for. I guarantee, not even nothing against the Pittsburgh Classic, but I guarantee more people tuned in, like ready for like, who's gonna win this best of three? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I
Nah,
mean? And it
for
was the
sure.
two best dudes in the country. Like, and it turned out to be exactly what everybody did. Man, whenever you got in, you like it's like you waited at the Pittsburgh Classic. It was like you waited, and whenever you found it, man, it was just like wow, beautiful, perfect, perfect.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely was a little bit of a kind of a boring match until the end, but just hard to score on someone, that's someone that tough. So,
Yeah, yeah. And you're about to jump
100%.
into Big Tens, bro. So like, I mean, I feel like it's a good little heater for you. And who you rolling with most of the time up in Columbus? Like Karchla or you got Hepner or like who you rocking with up there?
Honestly, I really go with a lot of different kids.
Yeah.
I go with Luke Geog. I went with Carson a couple times. I go with Hepner a little bit, Patty Gallagher, um, Ryder
Man,
Rogotsky,
gosh, the
and
names you're throwing out, bro.
yeah, I got some real good kids. So
Yeah.
I think or a kid named Carter. You know Carter Chase, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's my boy. Me and him been doing morning workouts. So yep,
That's what's up. So that's kind of like, cause like I feel like if as a freshman, like you got to go up there and like find. It seems like everybody I've talked to finds like that one that they click with, and like that's you like Carter Chase for you. Like it just seems like they all have hooked up. Like uh,
yeah,
and when I talked to Regat, like, cause he was actually like the third person I ever tied him or second. Heck, he hadn't got up there yet, but he was definitely looking forward to it. And that was something else I kind of wanted to touch on, man. So you're rocking all these people. You're a blue chip recruit. What separated Ohio State? Like I know you went to that Oregon game for the football, that Oregon
oh
Ohio
yeah,
State football game. Uh,
yes sir.
and then but what really separated it, like outside of like going to some fire ass football game, like what separated them from all these other schools? Because at the bro, you could have won anywhere.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, there's a good bit of schools in mind, and when I came out here, I went on I think one or two visits before this one. I think one visit before this one, and right when I got here, I like instantly knew like I met all the guys, and I met the coaches and everything. And well, that was like my second or third time meeting with the coaches, but like first time meeting with most of the wrestlers, and they kind of like in my head I was just like, dang, like this is definitely where I want to be. And then that football game was sweet, but I mean obviously there's more to
For
my
sure.
decision than the football game, but um, the facilities, the coaches, the kids, like I just have a great relationship with all of them. It's hard to like have that chemistry with just like any people, you know what I mean? You can kind of know like, dang, like I'm gonna be cool with this guy. I'm gonna be friends with this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And I just saw the recruits we had, like Feldman, Jesse, Nick Buzakis. I mean, Geog, everyone, Shoemate.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I
And then
think Geog Shoemate was kind of like especially Geog was just so under the radar for what I think he's gonna do in the next 4 years, man. I think that kid's
100%.
definitely like it. I think they still won with him. Like, and I'm glad he stayed home. I'm glad to see. Yeah, I think Geog's a dog, and I'm glad to hear that you're rolling with him because I think
Yeah,
everybody
he's a
that you roll,
beast.
yeah, he is. He's just an animal.
100%. That's what it was crazy about that class. Like you had the three, one,
The
two, and three
Feldmans,
pound
the
for pound.
Buzakis, yeah, the Mendezes.
And so then it kind of put like Shoemate and Geog and Macron, like some of the other kids under the radar because it was like, I mean, you got number one, number two, number three, pound for pound. So it's like that's where they're getting all the attention. But like
Absolutely.
no,
And
there's so
Macron's a
many other good
dog at
ones.
125, and I don't think people realize it. Like I think Macron kind of got that Geog in him. Like, I mean, obviously 197, 125, two different worlds, but I'm just saying, like, I I, I don't think like people like when you look up like even Flo and everybody, they're kind of like, man, what's so hot with Hanselman done, and what's hot like, bro, they
Yeah,
got and Vinny coming in too, so it's lightweight, like we're fine. Like, what do you
hundred
mean? Like, I
percent,
don't,
hundred
you know
percent.
what I mean? Like, and Vinny's. Like what he did at the classic, like I don't even know if it was legal, but that shit was crazy cool.
That was wild. That was
That
awesome.
was wild, bro. Like,
Especially on a Penn State guy too.
yeah, yeah, and it worked, and I was just like, "Ugh."
Yes,
But
sir.
that and that's one thing, man. I guess out of all of it, like with you and I mean, you guys, listen, it's another recruiting class too that comes in and like just between you got you, Vinny, who am I missing? Who came in with you?
Rogotsky, Stephen
Bergotsky,
O'Neill, Brock
Brock Herman,
Herman. Then you got yeah, you got
that's still a
Cannon,
class.
Brandon Cannon. Solid,
Yeah, Cannon's
real
nice, and I
good.
really didn't even know his story, bro. And then like come like when you really look into his story, like out of Ponderosa, I believe. But like,
Hmm.
wow, bro, like just
He's a
with
beast.
like his animal, bro, with this illness and everything that he's disrupted. Like, yeah, I'm excited for you guys, man. I really am, and I think especially with you, Rocco, like I really do think the sky's the limit, and I'm probably gonna say that 20 more times because like. I really do like the way that you wrestle, the way that you go about things and approach things. Like, I are you planning on redshirting? Like, is that the plan for this year? Do you guys know yet, or is it kind of like, hey, see where the chips fall
Um,
type deal?
I think like I think the plan is for me to redshirt, but I'm not really 100% sure. I think there's a couple of things that need to be figured out first. But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm like pretty sure I'm getting redshirted, but not 100% though. So
yeah,
well,
and
it'll be interesting to see.
it will. And to be honest with you, like regardless of whether they do or don't, like I mean, as a fan's perspective, since we ain't in that room, like I hope they at least let you wrestle off. Like even if they want to redshirt you, like at least let you hit that Karchla matchup, like or uh
Hmm.
whoever else would be at 74, because I hear with him moving up, like so I feel
I
like
think that's the only one. So that'd be a fun one for sure.
bro,
Be
the
fun
fans
to.
love it. Like let's see where our we know where Carson is, dog, all American. Like, I think he's going to do great things at 74 if you do get redshirted, because 65 is just. I just talked to Hepner about it. Like, if he ends up with it, like 65 is ignorant, 74 is ignorant. I mean, like, because you got the end of the day, like it. I mean, whoever it is, man, you got a three-time national champ that you got to stop,
Yeah.
and one of y'all got to
Yes.
stop. Like, it ain't even a question. Like, you got to stop him. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
and I
That'd be
believe you can.
awesome. Yeah. I really appreciate that. That's what. I mean, one of us needs to stop him for sure, though.
Yeah, yeah, and I kind of like with Carson, like I believe he can. Like I know I watched him beat the Alex Marinellis and do some beautiful things with his career, and he's got
Yes.
such a funk to him that like I think him at 74, I'm excited about that also, man. Like, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, with all that being said, like are you good with it? Like, say, hey, let's redshirt you. Like, are you comfortable? Hey, the coaches are just going to put me in the best place, whatever they say. Let's just, I'm good with it.
Yeah. I'm definitely cool with whatever whatever the coaches think. Obviously, I mean, they've been doing it a long time, so they know what's best. And if they think I'm college ready, then they know best. So, or
Yeah,
if they think I need another year to get better, then I'm gonna do that then too. You know what I mean? So either way,
absolutely.
I'm chilling. Yeah,
Yeah, doing your thing, just going to keep grinding and getting better.
that's right.
I like it. I like it because I talked to Gabe Arnold too, and I mean, man, he's ready to get in. I mean, between the things that like, I mean, he's already told Starachi straight up like, I'm going to beat you.
I know. I saw that. That was crazy.
Yeah, and to be honest, like I asked him about it, and I was just like, so like to keep it 100, like I gotta ask, because like I'm trying to get this platform off the ground, so I'm gonna stir this thing up a little bit. Like, what are you feeling? Like, what do you think?
Yeah,
And he was like, bet, bro. Like, I still, but to be honest, I respect Gabe for it because he was like, why would I get on the mat with the man if I don't think I can beat him? Like people
yeah,
are thinking I'm some young punk kid, but at the end of the day, like I. And to be honest, I think I used you as a reference in it. I was like, yeah, I said, I bet you like Rocco would think the same. Do you think Rocco's going to go out there and be like, yeah, he's going to get me? Like, bet not. Like, bet he's going to be like, I
yeah.
got
100%. I mean, that's just. I mean, if you got just because someone's like ranked higher than you, has more credentials than you. If you just think you're gonna lose, then I mean, there would ever be an upset, or wrestling wouldn't even be fun, you know?
Absolutely. Like that's the whole point. And actually, I was just talking with Gene from Wrestling Mindset exactly about that, like how people wrestle the they're already in their head because they're wrestling the rank or the name
Yeah.
or the college or the oh my gosh, we're wrestling Penn State, Carter Sirachi, number one 3 time. Like I'm beat. You know what I mean? And I'm
Hmm.
sure that there's some people that he runs across or that you're even gonna run across and be like, man, we got this number 1 pound like what were you like number I know number one in your weight, but what would you pound for pound? Like number six, number seven, something like
Yeah, I
that.
mean, it was fluctuating. I was like four or
Yeah,
three at one point, and then I was like 5 or 6.
yeah.
So
Like
yeah.
top 5 pound for pound kid in the country. Like so you're gonna be like, man, do I gotta get on the mat with this dude right now? Like and I believe not and I that's why I like what Gene does, because I feel like I, I don't think people realize how much of a mindset you gotta have with wrestling and what I actually read what you said, like to where like you were hitting the physical things. I literally like we talked about you also, like I said that I saw how Rocco, like I read this thing because I'm sitting there looking it up and it had a picture of you with like this little like what you said, and it was like
Hmm.
I was hitting all my physical things. I was working out, but I felt like I was missing something. And then I don't know if you linked up with Gene or linked up with him and his brother at Wrestling Mindset, but
Yeah. Yep.
it seemed like, yeah, from what I gathered, it seemed like you did, and
Hmm.
it seemed like it made a good difference for you. I take it.
No, it did. That was so that was right after my loss at Fargo in last July. So
Oh,
I
no
was like,
doubt.
yeah, when I said I was like down on myself and stuff, that's just when I was like, you gotta maybe do something different. And I was always like training really hard physically, like conditioning, strength, wrestling. And then so I was like, maybe it's my mind that needs work. So, I've always known a wrestling mindset, so I hit them up and they got
Yeah,
me with a guy, and I think I went to like after Super 32, so I went like 4 months straight, and then like I had like like a month off, so it was just like took a little break and then I came back to it for a little bit. So, but those guys really do help.
that's awesome. I'm glad you did it because it. Do you think that's what made the difference after Fargo? Like that was the big thing, like that difference that like whenever you came back, that everybody was like, "Yo, who the hell is this?" Like he was already a dog, and now all of a sudden, like he's just rocking like top 10, top 15 people in the mouth, like they're not even there.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely did help a ton because like it's not like I could train harder than what I was training. You know what I mean? So there's obviously something small that that changed, and that's really the only thing that changed. So I mean, I think
For
you definitely could say that's what it was.
awesome. I'm glad it is, man. And I guess after is the plan's 174. We're sticking with 174, right?
Yeah, I think
That's the
I, I think that's pretty much the like the only the say like choice right now because I mean that's all I want to go. I'm like 87 right now, so I'm
that's
like
what you're
13
walking around at.
like 87. I was like 94 like a couple weeks ago. And now I'm like
Yeah,
87. I had to clean up my diet a little bit, so I'm like
it's
80
all right, bro.
87. Feeling good though.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like if you can do what you did at 72 and like and you felt good at it and like I don't know. I wouldn't mind you at 84 though either. When I really look at like the grand scheme and like the future of things, like
Yeah, I could get bigger for sure.
yeah, bro, you're. I didn't even know you were like because whenever you see like on TV, yeah, bro. I don't even know that you could get bigger. Like, bro, you're big. Like that's what I was just like when
I
I like
appreciate
you're
that.
big. Like when I like walked up and like spotted you up, I was like, my fucking monster or my freaking monster, and I was like, dude. Like yeah, you definitely you were eating right at Iron Man, bro, and like definitely hitting the weights, like because it was like, all right, like that's a solid 172, like that,
Yeah, for sure. I felt good down there.
yeah, and you did like you had to have because it was like even in the finals, like the St. Ed's boy, his sophomore, he wrestled a hell of a tournament, but
He did.
you actually said it best because you were like, yo, like he's a sophomore and right after the tournament, they were interviewing you, and you said, "But this is my year. Like this is mine. Like he'll have his, but this is mine."
Yes,
And
100%.
you took it like that, like, and I I was probably in the background, like, Chuck, being no, but I remember watching it though, man, and it was just like the confidence was there. Like you could tell, like, man, this man is he's on another level right now. He really is. But how you been connecting with the coaches down there, man, and that like Jaggers and Jordan and just Stieber and everybody. Like how's everybody
Yeah.
been? Ryan?
No, that's what like it's like. I mean, I already coming in, I already knew like how how they were. They're awesome people and like just they're just cool people too. It's not like they have to be like. Oh, don't get me wrong. They're definitely like coaches to us, but like that you can also talk to them. Just like just talk about whatever.
That's what's
Um,
up.
they're just like awesome people. I couldn't be really happier. I could not be happier with the coaches that we have here at Ohio State, and yeah, it's awesome for sure. I
Good,
really
man.
like them all, and I've been working all I've been working with all of them a good bit. Haven't I work with probably Bo Jordan a little bit more. He's more he usually works with like the bigger guys, but I also work with like Stever and Tom and Jaggers too. So
Man, you're getting all of it, man. That's awesome. But especially with Bo though, like, because when Bo came in, he was, I mean, bro, he was your weight. He was 74. I mean,
hmm
he came in, and I remember he came in from Graham, from St. Paris Graham, and he was just a killer, bro, as a freshman, man. Uh,
yes,
I'm glad he's still there. I'm glad he stuck around. I'm glad he coached. I'm glad he was able to get on with the coaching staff as like a paid coach, not just you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
like volunteer
a
assistant.
volunteer. Yeah, yeah. So I was glad to see it, man. I think it is the best coaching staff in the country. Like, uh, um, you guys got dogs. I mean, national champs all over the place, national finalists. I mean, everywhere, and just from everything I hear, man, great family oriented. Like, just everybody feels like they just like you said, man. You can talk to them about anything, and that
hmm
makes it nice too. It's got to, like, outside of it, but any plans with freestyle? Because, bro, like, I'll be honest, like, your freestyle game. All right, so you're trying to the U.S. Open.
Yeah,
How do you walk away feeling from that U.S. Open? So you get to the finals, you meet Gabe, last second little deal, or
yeah. I mean, I
comes
don't.
down to the
Yeah, that really did. That match sucked for sure. I mean, I would have won the match if I didn't get called for that pulling the knee pad. You know what I mean? I pulled the knee pad, but I mean, I just don't really like. I don't know. It doesn't really sit well with me. And the knee pad was in the back, like the padding was in the back. I
catch.
hit
It was
like a knee
turn.
pull. I mean, there's no excuses though. I definitely did. I mean, I lost, but it's just like I don't know. I feel like I out wrestled him a little bit more. I out wrestled him, and I scored like more actual points. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean, it
for
was a
sure.
low scoring match, but I think one point was like off the shot clock for him, and the other was a knee pad, like a penalty. So,
Yeah, well, yeah,
um,
you're
I mean, that was
past.
definitely a boring match, but I mean, he's a tough competitor, and no, I just seen after that match, I was like, yeah, I could have really, I could have honestly opened up the match if I would have just continued to, fire off shots and stuff like that. So there's
Yeah,
definitely
because
big
when you're
plays
on
to
your
be.
offense, bro, there's nobody better. Like, whenever you're on your offense, it's like, phew,
Yeah,
like,
100%.
stop it. Somebody stop it. But is there plans to keep rocking freestyle? Like, I mean, do you have? I guess, do you have a preference from folk or free? Like, or is it just kind of like, hey, whatever, let's just wrestling's wrestling.
Um, oh yeah, yeah, for sure. I'm definitely after college, I'm definitely going to do a couple years of international wrestling. Yeah,
Good.
even the summers of my collegiate years, you know what I mean? I'm definitely gonna be doing freestyle, the US Open, World Team Trials. So I definitely want to be a world champ, world team member. And then
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, you were
yeah.
right there this year. I mean, heck, with what it was. I mean, and then Gabe ended up going and losing the best of three there. So I mean, at the end of the day, like, you're right there with them boys. Like, you're
Yeah.
you were a spot away from sitting there and going.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know how he did though. How did he end up doing at U20s?
Maddie
Not
Singleton,
even. Yeah,
he took bronze.
bronze, bronze,
Yeah, I mean, the Maddie and Gabe are definitely two great competitors. So I
absolutely.
mean,
And I
either
know
way, we're
you're gonna see him
yep.
a lot.
No, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Big Ten matchup with Gabe.
Absolutely. Yeah, at the I with Iowa and that's that weight class is just it. Everybody wants to put it on 65, but man, when you really look at what 74 just brought in, it it really kind of gives a whole different dynamic to it, bro. It really does. Like I feel like you guys just upped the whole level of 74 to where it's like, damn, like
Yeah, it's young talent for sure.
oh, it's unreal. It's unreal.
Yeah. Yep.
But I'm excited for you, brother. I really am, and I hope that you're able to put this all together, and I hope this first year goes well. I'm glad that they actually. How you feel about this 3 point takedown deal? Like, is it something you're just like, hey, whatever, or you like it?
I don't really know. I mean, for my style wrestling, I'm more of like a neutral based like
Yeah,
wrestler, so I think it honestly might work. I think it might be better for my style, but either way, it's just wrestling, so you just gotta learn how to score the points. But I think it might take a little bit of time to adjust. I mean, for the last I don't even know how many years I've been wrestling, it's been 2 point takedowns. You know what I mean? So
right.
like as
Can
far
you
as
imagine
like
people now screaming three? You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I
that's what
know
I was like.
I think that might be
I'm
the
still gonna.
weirdest part.
It is gonna be weird, bro. I don't even know if I'm still gonna be screaming too. I know it. Like I'm gonna mess it
Yeah.
up. Be like, bro, that's two, and they're gonna be like, it's not even a thing. Like,
Yeah, I wonder like when the last time those points were changed in folk style because I know in freestyle they changed a lot, but in folk
I think
style I
that's
wonder
what they're
when
kind of turning it to though, lightweight. Because then they were even talking about taking away the the riding
ri
time point unless you
riding
get a
time. Yeah,
turn, and I hate it. I was like, I just I don't think that they realize like what it takes to hold someone down for a minute, bro. Like
it's crazy. Yeah,
I've literally used this as a reference to a three like a whole bunch of times, like 50 times probably. But it's like saying riding a bull for 8 seconds ain't long enough. Like then you gotta so you ride it for 8 seconds and you gotta jump off, drop kick that bitch too, and then you get like you know what I mean? Like it's like man, like
yeah,
it's you're right. You gotta hold a like you're holding a grown ass like this dude's been doing this his whole life. Like and I just feel like I'm just glad they didn't make it that. I'm glad that they
yeah. I mean, I think that would have really been weird, especially with the 3 point takedown. I think it would have pretty much changed everything.
oh, the whole game. The whole
Yeah.
game. Couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more. I really,
Yep.
but I was wondering how you felt about it because at the end of the day, just like you said, like you're such a neutral guy of like, I at the end of the day, like I think they're gonna make you better on top, like to where like you can get your riding time, but at the end of the day, like hey, put this man up on his feet and watch him go to work.
Yes,
Like to be
100%.
honest, you know who you remind me of, bro, is Caleb Romero. Like you and him
Yeah,
remind
he's
me
a
so
dog. He's a
much of
beast.
each. Yeah, he is a beast, bro. But like, just like your guys' style, he wasn't a rider, bro. He wasn't gonna ride nobody out. Like
Hmm.
but he'd get his minute if he like, and he progressed as his career went, and but at the end of the day, he wasn't turning. Actually, he started pinning people and shit there his senior year, but
Yeah,
he was
he was
so gorgeous on
unbelievable.
his feet. Yeah, yeah, and I feel like I can see. I see a lot of you in like you guys kind of remind me of each other, bro. And that's a hell of a comparison because I think Caleb was. I was bummed to see him go as a fan. Like it was
Yeah,
Caleb was good. He was fun. So
without a doubt, it's definitely a good compliment. I appreciate that.
oh yeah, bro. I got him all day for you, big dog. I'm telling you. Like I've waited a long. Honestly, even ask Brock Herman. I interviewed him, and I literally was trying to get at you for a minute, and I was like, yo. I don't know if you talked to him. I know you guys were just getting on campus, and I don't even know if you like. I'm trying to get a hold of him. Tell him
Yeah.
to check.
Nah, yeah, I usually
Okay.
don't even check. I didn't check my DMs like the request, and then I finally checked it, and I was like, or did you comment or maybe? Because I seen it, and I was like, damn, like
Probably both, bro. Right,
yeah. So
because I did, because like I hit you up in the DMs, and I was just like, man, because a lot of people don't like it. Ain't just you, bro. It's a lot of
yeah,
people. So as me just getting started, it's hard for it. Like, uh, who's this dude with? like 300 followers that's trying, like, you know what I mean? Like, and then
Yeah,
they get
once
on
you
the
get
show and they're
going,
like, bet,
it'll be
bro. Like,
easy.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And it already has. It's gotten a lot easier, man. And it's been growing. And, like, even doing, I did Nick's little sister and dropped her today, man. And it was awesome.
hmm
The response I got from it was phenomenal. And,
that's good to
I,
hear.
yeah, man, it's definitely been, it's been fun, man. Even if it don't turn into nothing, man, I've got to sit here and talk wrestling with some of, from everybody from Jacqueline Bouzakis, 15 years old, just getting a bronze, to here the blue chip recruit, one of my favorite wrestlers, like to Dylan D'Amelio, to even what was really like, gosh, man, it's been a lot. It's been a lot. I don't even like want to point them
Yeah,
out, like it, but just it's been a blessing, man. It really has, and I hope it
yeah.
keeps growing. And I'm not going to stop anytime soon. And I hope it keeps rolling. And
I, I like what you're
I,
doing. I like what you're doing. I'll help you in any way I can, reposting, shouting you out and stuff. So,
I definitely appreciate you, bro, and I appreciate you taking the time, man. And uh, I didn't even mean to hold you up this long, so I appreciate you
no,
definitely
you're
taking
good,
the
man.
time.
I appreciate you having me on here.
Ah, definitely, and we'll definitely stay in touch, man, because I'll be down in Columbus for a couple matches, man. We'll come link up, and
That sounds
actually,
good. Yeah, just hit me up.
yeah, I got a shirt I want to give you, and just for taking the time to do this with me, so I appreciate it, man. We'll get you a shirt and get a picture, man. Just say what's up, see how you
That'd
been,
be
and
sweet. Yeah,
yeah. And then after you
I'm
get that
down for
national
sure.
title. You get that national title, I got dibs over Flow, over everybody, like on it now. I
Bet
got you on that show.
I'm coming here first. I'm coming here first.
Ah, my man. I'm gonna hold you to it, B. But I appreciate you, bro, more than you know.
Nah, for sure, man. Thank you. It was nice to catch you again.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. We'll definitely we'll touch up, man. So stay up and be safe, stay healthy, and let's go, man.
No
Go
doubt.
Bucks.
Absolutely. Go Bucks. I'll see you, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Later, bro. There he is, man. Awesome. That remember the deal. I don't even know the Dylan D'Amelio one. Like I feel like that Dylan D'Amelio one was like super like reflected on to this one. Like real just somebody I've watched forever and been just such a fan of like the way that they go about their business, the way that they handle themselves on off the mat, like the whole like wrestle to your out of bounds, like yeah, that's the shit that I love. Like don't don't ever quit. Like, and that's just the kind of mindset Rocco got, and I love everything about it, man. Like it's hard not to. Like that was huge for me. Like I'm not kidding you when I tell you like I really wanted to get a hold of this dude. Like, cause like I really just wanted to just tell him like, yo, like such a huge, because I am like at the end of the day, like I ain't no different than like some of these people in the crowd and like that just love wrestling and just like you fall like like I don't know how to really say it, but like you really like start to really appreciate this dude's style or that dude's style or that girl's style or that girl's style, like, and they start to like, man, you really look forward to watching them. You really look forward to like then you want to know, hey, what are they like off the mat? Like I want to know what these like guys. So and it seems like his parents did a hell of a job with him too, man. It just seemed all of them, man. Like I can't say on any of these episodes that we came across anybody that's been like, man, good on that dude, like or her. Like we've been blessed to do almost 30 plus episodes of meeting some really good people, and Rocco's definitely it just add another one to the list. Definitely a blessing, and I appreciated that he took the time to do this. And I really think that this man's going to be on top of a podium several times, and I think Ohio State got one. I do, and uh, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out at the end of the day, like that there's a lot of dogs in that weight class, and I'd like to see him and Starachi kind of go at it. I ain't gonna lie, but uh, because he's a dog, but we'll see what happens. Either way, he's gonna have a hell of a career, and I'm excited to watch it. And that's about it, man. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, keep following. We love y'all.